We're talking about the second part of our MLS treatment today. We're going to reactivate those stations on a regular basis. We're also going to add a product. It's a larvicide product called Altosid. And this is a larvicide going to work on controlling, preventing those larvae from hatching. We're going to put this in areas around the yard that hold water, small containers like drains, chimeneas, places that are going to be perfect breeding sites. A little bit of this product is going to go a really long way. And so I'm going to show you, I'll give you an up close on Altosid. So this is what the product looks like. And in this, we have 1/4 of a teaspoon that's going to treat 13 square feet. So this small 1/4 teaspoon would treat about the size of this island. So this is not a product that we're going to sprinkle throughout the yard. It's only in areas that are going to hold water and have some standing water in them. And so we're talking about treating drains that are about this big throughout the yard. 1/4 of a teaspoon should be enough to treat an entire normal size backyard and possibly even the front yard as well. And so we'll go out in the backyard and we're going to show this product in action as part of our MLS service. Okay, so Steve's going to narrate as I go around now and do this application here.
All right, so Ben's treating all the possible mosquito larva sites in this backyard. Remember, we're just using 1/4 of a teaspoon for 13 square feet. So there's a drain around a pool, and he's going to put a portion of that 1/4 teaspoon in that drain, because there'll be eggs that'll be laid down in there, because that will hold water. There's a chimenea that's going to have water. The next rain that we have, it's going to collect, and we'll have that larvicide ready to attack those mosquitoes after they lay their eggs and the eggs hatch. Got buckets that contain this. Could be a flower pot. And remember, we're going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon for 13 square feet. So walking around the backyard, there's some great harborage sites for mosquitoes back here for them to rest, and when they rest and they find a water source, they're going to lay their eggs. And so you want to look, and these trees have areas in them where mosquito that'll hold water. So you got knothole like that right there, and so you just sprinkle a little of that Altosid in these areas. Remember, it's 1/4 teaspoon. We haven't applied over 1/4 of a teaspoon in this backyard yet. This is what's still in that teaspoon. You can see it right there. Not very much at all does it take to treat. So we come over here to the gutters, and the gutter systems have those ribbed drains, and those ribs hold water. And so you want to treat that. Another drain. Making sure that all the granule pellets are down in the drain and nothing's resting on top of the grain cover. So you want to sweep that with your hand and knock all those pellets down in that drain. We don't want any exposed material. The rule when we're applying a pesticide is that we don't see it, we can't touch it, we can't smell it. So we want to put it where it's going to work. So here we are, another drain, and you might not think that mosquitoes could lay eggs in there, but they can, because those hold water. Walk walking around inspecting this entire property, seeing where mosquitoes could rest and hang out. Flower pots. Very little Altosid is needed to treat a flower pot. Get up there and get a close shot of this.
Lots of mosquito
application.
larvae
Look at that.
actually in here.
And so here we go. We're just applying just a few pellets of that Altosid to this water. And those mosquitoes will hatch, those eggs will hatch. And the eggs that don't hatch, they'll remain until water collects again. And then they'll hatch and it'll all start over, but you'll have the Altosid there protecting it against mosquitoes. Getting all of these gutter covers and potted plants. Every one of these is a source for mosquito breeding.
Around the property, that's pretty much everything that I see. As far as opening, we got one more little knot in the tree, and so we'll go ahead and get a little bit of product in here as well. And we used a little bit more than a quarter of a teaspoon. And so that's all that a quarter of a teaspoon is right there. And that's all it takes to treat a total of 13 square feet. So that completes the service. The Altosid treatment plus the MLS reactivating those stations, and that'll complete that mosquito larvicide station service.